G'day guys, right here, Coffee Coach. I'm here with Leon from La Pavoni. Thank you for talking with us again.
Oh, it's great to
be here. A year ago almost today, we're looking at the range of La Pavoni, a really classic brand with a modern twist. Now you've got so many new innovations that you've rolled out in that space of like 9 months or 10 months. I'm really excited to see what we're looking at now.
So as we've just gone through the, let's call it the standard domestic home offering, we do have one jewel in our crown and it's a brand new release.
Very excited for this one.
Yeah, so as you know, in our professional range, we have an icon called the Diamantina. Today we're going to showcase to you our Diamantina. This is a domestic version of our Diamantina professional machines. This is the jewel in our crown. And as you can see, that this was a remake of a product from the 1950s. However, it has all the latest technology of our current Botticelli specialty. It is our dual boiler, dual PID, pressure controlled Diamantina. Yeah, now this is tank or plumbed. Okay, it can be utilized in domestic or professional settings. However, it is still your standard E61, diamond handles, diamond knobs, diamond pressure profile. So really within the design line of the Diamantina, and the original was the Concorso from the 50s. It came out as a lever. Now we're trying to encourage the factory to come out with another one of the lever and remake the original. However, we do know that this would be a far better seller because it is a far easier machine for people to use on the daily basis. And for me, you know, this is such an icon in the industry. You can see we've taken the old badging. So versus the current domestic products, you can see we've got the original La Pavoni badge on the front of it to keep that authenticity, to make sure that people are seeing exactly what they would have bought.
Yeah.
You know, we're now looking almost 75 years ago. You know, it's an amazing product. And it's funny that I said that it's almost 75 years ago since the original, because this year Smeg turned 75.
Right.
It's just a coincidence. But, you know, since we've owned La Pavoni since 2019, I think the investments we've put in have showcased that we still believe in the authenticity of the brand. We want to bring all the originals back to life. We want to make sure that the La Pavoni enthusiasts really see that we continue to invest, that we continue to make sure that the brand stays authentic, that the brand delivers to the coffee connoisseur of today. And I think that you can see in the craftsmanship, you can see that in the technical quality control, that we're really trying to bring this product back from its origins to the forefront of technology of where we are today. So I think, you know, this kind of product, it's hard to say what the price will be, but we're trying to think around the $6,000 to $7,000 price point. We don't want to go crazy on it.
Yeah.
We want people to be able to have a piece of jewelry like this on their bench. You know, I call it benchtop bling.
Yeah.
Like it literally is.
Yes. It is literally sparkling in the lights. It's amazing when you turn around. And I love it that you've actually kept true to the original brand. You know, obviously a lot of people were very scared when, you know, Smeg took it over. It was like, how is Smeg going to destroy this brand and make it a Smeg brand and not stay true to La Pavoni's original roots? You really showing that, no, they listen to their audience, their market and their consumers, and they have kept up with the La Pavoni quality and that ongoing traditional style and introducing the new technologies, but without compromising any of the original manufacturing and engineering. So yeah, that is, I think, a lot of relief to a lot of the original La Pavoni owners and people who have followed them for many, many years.
Exactly.
I think this is sort of going to put everyone at ease as to, okay, Smeg aren't here to just take over and then close up a traditional brand. They're here to really embrace it and grow it as its own individual brand. Yeah.
And I suppose one of the key things for those people out there that are going to watch this video is to understand that we still manufacture out of the same original La Pavoni factory from day one.
Right.
Yeah. The difference is that we've invested in quality stage gates, in R&D, in technical teams, so that we can maintain that quality moving forward, even with the new technologies coming through, making sure that that end consumer or that passionate coffee loyalist of La Pavoni gets what they've been buying, waiting for, and what they're paying for at the end of the day. You know, they're paying for quality, they're paying for design, and they're paying for pure extraction.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, at the end of the day, what we want is the best quality coffee in the cup.
Yeah.
And I think that we've invested enough to get that. So, you know, it's an exciting time for us. 2024 is kind of, you know, resetting and moving forward. You know, it's an exciting time.
And I believe that you've already even taking orders already for this. I think a few people have already put their names down on the first in line.
We've had some bids. We've definitely had some bids.
That's a good sign.
Some good offers, yeah, definitely.
Now, we can't make coffee on this one, but we can play on these machines over here. So we're going to have a trial and run through some of these. So, yeah, let's get into this.
We're going to be playing today with the Botticelli Specialty. So this is the dual boiler with the toggles. And then what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to fire up the lever machine as well, so that you can have a play around with your own hand extraction.
Yeah.
So if you like, we can pull a shot of this. We're working with St. Ali Orthodox today on this bench. It's quite a consistent blend, something that really extracts well. We've put a little bit of a shot mirror here so we can see what's actually happening during the extraction process, because as much as I like bending down to see what's going on and need to have water filter, it makes life so much easier when you have a little mirror there. So I'm just going to grab us a cloth. So what we've done is we've created a range of accessories to obviously make the coffee, let's say, preparation process even easier. So, yeah, you've got a few options here. You can either use the dosing cups, or my personal favorite is just using a magnetic dosing ring, so that when we're using the grinder that we don't miss out on any of those valuable grinds. This is the Pavoni Cilindro grinder. Quite quiet for its operation. Very easy to use for domestic use. Easy to dial in, simply on time. There will be new models of these coming out in the new year in smaller formats. So for those who have lever machines, may want a smaller footprint grinder. So we'll be looking doing it a mini Cilindro next year. And watch that space, because we want to do it black and chrome. So
and what price points are they sort of looking at for them?
So this one here is $990.
Yep.
And we're looking at bringing one around the $690 price point. We know that obviously most people aren't educated that the grinder is almost a bit more important than the coffee machine itself. So we want to make sure that when they've forgotten about it, it's not too expensive for them to get a decent grinder. So obviously we're just going to play around with this WDT a little bit, just get this nice and fluffy. One of my favorite tools. You can get a bit obsessive with them. Give that a little knock down. And we're playing around with the Passato gravity fed distributor. This one's a lot of fun to play with. I always like just letting it settle down by itself and then just giving that a bit of a spin. And as you can see, it's a beautiful little coffee bed there. A little bit of a tamp. And what we'll do is we'll grab one of these crystal cups for you.
Yeah.
You preheat that so a little bit. Right. You can see those toggles are super easy to use. They're not spitting water out everywhere. You can hear the machine refilling the boiler now. And get that cup nice and hot. And then it's simply E61, pull that lever up and watch that pre-infusion. You can see it slowly pre-infuses, and then we'll get the full whack of the pressure coming through. Sitting at 8 bars, 8 to 9 bars there. It's a nice little shot. I suppose it depends how long you'd like to see that.
It's pretty good.
I hope this tickles your taste buds.
I'm sure it will. Here we go. Give it a bit of a stir. I'm very excited to try it out of this crystal. Like, even the feel of it is so lovely. Like the design and the feel.
I think the idea of the design was to put air between your finger and the crystal.
Right.
To remove the heat from your hand.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the hardest parts, is when you have a hot glass, holding onto it while you're drinking.
What's that? What's massive with this paper? In 5 hours. There it is.
Well, that is super balanced. That is lovely. There's very no bitterness in that one in any way. That, I mean, it might not have. It might not be. Yeah, I might not have been. I should have tested it with the other ceramic cups, but that is still just lovely. Super sweet. Heavy body, lots of chocolates. That's jamming. Smash that one. That is good. It gives my tick of approval for that one.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That is the whole range, really showcasing where La Pavoni is going. So thanks very much for talking with us, Leon.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
I'm Ride, your coffee coach, and as always, enjoy your brew.